Before we get started, do me a favor and smash that like button. I'd appreciate it. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I'm here in person with LT Fly-In, and we're going to talk about the fact that Teddyb has pulled out of the liquidity pool. Somebody is watching that and noticed that I did, and so we wanted to address that. So let's start by saying that the reason I pulled it out is, as I had said before, that I wanted to do a little bit of research. So I want to head back into the pool, and then at an opportune time, I decided to go ahead and pull my liquidity back out of the pool and then check a few things. So now I'm going to let LT do some talking. So go ahead, LT.
Well, hello everybody. I'm sitting here with Teddy in his studio, and
such as it is.
Right. So we're getting to visit in person and eye to eye, so to speak. So it's been a good time. We had a few comments this morning on the video about, hey, looks like the amount of Tfuel's gone down. Can you answer why the amount of Tfuel went down in their wallet? And it's my understanding that when you put your Tfuel and T-bill into the liquidity pool as a pair, that you then receive a LP token, and that LP token is then a certain percentage of the pool. And as more people come in to the pool and people go out of the pool, the number of Tfuel or T-bill changes. Therefore, the number of Tfuel or T-bill that you have in your wallet at any one time changes, because you have a percentage of the pool of the total Tfuel or T-bill. And so it's my understanding that if your Tfuel's gone down, it's because your percentage of the pool is of Tfuel, in that case, would be that somebody took Tfuel out. Therefore, you still have a percentage of the pool, and your percentages of Tfuel is now less than what it was to begin with. So that was my understanding of why it appears that you have less Tfuel in your wallet than what you started with. Now, what should have happened if somebody's taken Tfuel out, that means they put T-bill in. And so what should have happened is that your amount of T-bill went up, or because the amount of T-bill overall in the pool had gone up, because somebody had swapped their T-bill for the Tfuel and taken Tfuel out. So that would be my understanding of why your number of Tfuel would go down, and or the number of Tfuel go up. Just if more is going in, then there's more Tfuel, and you still have a percentage. Therefore, you have a bigger number of Tfuel if the pool's going up. As the pool's going down, that number of Tfuel that you have in the pool is less than it was, because people are pulling out of the pool. There we go. So that's how I understand it. There's a lot of other, I think, nuance, complexities to that, due to the ratio of Tfuel to T-bill changing. Friday, the ratio between Tfuel to T-bill was about 8.8 to 1. On Saturday it was 11, or that was Friday, yeah. Saturday it was 11.7, something like that, to 1. Today it's 13.5 to 1. So if somebody trades in one T-bill to pull out Tfuel, they're pulling out 13 Tfuel today for one T-bill. So more Tfuel is getting pulled out for each T-bill that's being put in. However, that means you own a larger percentage of T-bill, since you have a percentage of the pool. So that should, when things balance, that should be how you get your Tfuel back as it balances. So that's how I understand it.
Right. And people should not interpret that Teddyb pulled his liquidity out of the pool as something that's negative, because I'm doing that because I'm doing some research and learning some things along the way. So, one concern that I have, obviously, is that somebody is watching everything I do. They're watching my wallet, and they're watching when I'm in and when I'm not into the liquidity pool. And what I'm going to be doing is creating other wallets and getting into the pool with other wallets. So I don't care that people are watching me. I'm just concerned that people will draw the wrong conclusions based on whether I'm in or out of the pool and that sort of thing. So I caution people against making decisions just based on the fact that, Teddyb has pulled out of the pool. I still believe in the pool 100%, and as LT and I have discussed in other videos, at some point the use case for T-bill has to go beyond just the liquidity pool itself. There has to be another use for it, and G-Pool is working on a number of things, G-World being one, and what was that, a wallet?
GTX wallet.
Yeah. There's other use cases that they are working on, and those things will come.
Teddy, if a startup company came to me and said, "Hey, Dave, we want you to put some money into this company of ours, and we're going to produce X, Y, and Z, which is going to give a certain amount of return. But in the meantime, we're going to pay you in our own tokens that will have value in the future. But right now, we're going to give you these." Well, it's up to me to decide if I'm willing to trust that group of people or not. And if I do, then I know that's a risk I'm taking. In this case, we knew from the start. In fact, I went and looked it up. If you go back to February 17th, Teddy and I did a video where we talked exactly about that, where the use case for T-bill is what's going to actually give T-bill its value. It's not the liquidity pool itself. And so when you go into the liquidity pool expecting to earn this APR, which is a great APR, and everybody I've talked to about it says it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. And you see people talking about that on Twitter and Discord. It's too good to be true. If something's too good to be true, then it probably isn't, Well, if G-Pool was to quit developing today and not ever come up with any of the other use cases, then it's too good to be true. But that's not the case. They have 3 times as many employees today at G-Pool as they did when the pool started. And that means they're working on something. And at this point, we're believing that and having faith that they are going to develop a product that's going to bring value, that's going to give use case to T-bill. And that is what the value perspective is on this, really, is what is the use case for T-bill beyond the liquidity pool. We get in the liquidity pool now to earn the APR, but we're also earning T-bill as we do that. And whenever that use case comes out, we're going to have T-bill. We're going to have the ability to take the T-bill and go into the G-World, or go to the G-Twins or the GTX wallet or whatever else comes out, and have our T-bill to purchase those things that we're wanting to do or get. And that's why you invest in something. You're looking for a return down the road. That's why you invest in a new startup company. you're expecting large returns because there is risk. So that's my point. Is we've known from the beginning that T-bill has no value without use case, and that use case has not yet been developed, although we have been told on several occasions that it is in process, it's in the works. So yeah, we need the use case to come out. It'd be great, Teddy, if DGAR was to come out tomorrow and say, hey, third quarter we're going to launch G World or the GTX wallet. They haven't done that, so we'd love to see some type of projection. What was you saying about the swooshing going by?
Yeah, deadlines. Favorite sound of is when a deadline goes whooshing by.
There you go.
So sometimes they don't like to set deadlines, and because it puts added pressure on them. But I believe in the G-Pool team, and I believe that the calculator has said. My wife just came home. The calculator has said that you're going to earn X number of T-bill a day based on the number of tokens that you put into the liquidity pool, and that has been spot on. Because I watch that, and I've been receiving them every day. But I'm also doing some research, and the only way I can do that research is to enter the pool and withdraw from the pool. And so that's what I'm doing. People shouldn't get upset that Teddyb pulled out of the pool, because they shouldn't be making decisions based on what I do without knowing why I do it. And I don't choose to announce every time that I do something before I do it, because that could cause problems too. So I wanted to get this video out there, and we'll do more, as time permits. But unfortunately, right now, we've got something that we need to do. We're getting together and having some dinner with LT and his wife, and we need to get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this video out there just so that y'all know that yes, I did pull out of the pool, and the reason I did is because I'm doing some research. So don't worry about it. So you want to say anything before we cut this off, LT?
Well, I hate that there's this FUD out there, and that it's causing a lot of doubts. But I can say that I've been encouraged seeing that more than half of the activated Tfuel came out of the pool almost within a matter of hours, and the pool did not collapse. That in itself is a pretty good test. If you're going to do a stress test, I think there's been a great stress test done of the pool over the past 4 or 5 days. And I think it's people want to have questions. They need to get those questions answered, and if there's room for improvement, this is one way to figure out how to do that, or what needs to be done. And this, if the pool can withstand more than 50% of its liquidity coming out and still function like it's supposed to me, that says it's passed the stress test. So I'm actually more encouraged now than I was this time last week. So I hope this helps.
Yeah, me too. So we're going to wrap this up and get this out there, and then we're going to go have some food. I need food.
All right. Talk to you later.
Well, that's a wrap for this presentation, so cue the music. If you enjoyed the video, then hit that thumbs up for me, and I'll see you in the next video.